Reaction to qualifying for the Swedish Grand Prix. Alright, qualifying is over for the Swedish Grand Prix. Sorry we're a bit late to it, but let's go straight in. Actually, should we talk about the sprint first? Yes, we shall. Although, not too much happened in the sprint. Well, it doesn't feel so. I don't know why, but like, even if there's overtakes in the sprint, it still feels like a lot doesn't happen. Yeah, it does feel so, to be honest, because but yeah, basically to round it up, Manson won again. Yeah, he won again. David didn't. Well, David led on to lap 9, and there was like 18 laps. So David actually led for a good amount of time. I'll give it to David. That Austin has a bit of pace. Or maybe Manson just let him go, but David actually somehow led for 9 laps. You know, although I thought he was gonna just lose it into turn 1 immediately. But yeah, Manson just came steaming through. It was inevitable. But yeah, that's our segment for the sprint over. Let's just go straight into qualifying, which is our main focus. Alright, into Q1 now. Um we had Nigel, McKenna, Donkey, and both BMWs out. I guess the BMWs are the big shock. Well, I didn't expect to see with the straights on the in the last sector, I didn't expect to see both of them out. And Kylie out qualifying Jade. Is that the first thing that has happened? Is that the first time that Kylie has out qualified Jade? Is it? No, surely not, right? But it hasn't happened very much. Yeah, I think Jade had. I don't know what happened to BMW. Like, J- Jade started out the weekend like so good in like sprint qualifying. I was expecting her to be in like Q3 with that performance, but I guess it all comes back down to earth when it really matters. Yeah, no other surprises. Brandon McKenna, of course, the only rookie on the grid, so and both DMC Billers. I don't even know what to talk about them anymore. It just seems like every weekend they don't get any better. Like it just seems like they don't get any better. And let's just go into Q2 now, where we had a good amount of cars out. Um, of course, to the ending there was a red flag that Kyla brought out, crashing at the penultimate corner. Yeah, technically the penultimate corner. What are your thoughts on that, Greg? Um, just a small mistake from Kyla. Just tap the curve, and yeah, of course that sausage curve is gonna spin you into the wall. Was a okay mistake, I guess. And yeah, and that kicked Mon out in Q2, which isn't surprising. Also, by the way, going back to Kyla, sorry, she has she is taking a grid she is going to start from the pit lane tomorrow because of that incident. So Kylo will basically be starting from P20. But yeah, that made Mon out in Q2. Mon shouldn't have left it that late. He shouldn't have been down there anyways. But it's not the first time that he was out in Q2 this year, so it's a shock, but not much of a shock because it's happened before. Yeah, Ocon also out again. He was also caught out, but he didn't look. He's not looking too good this weekend, Ocon. And yeah, nothing more else to say there. Alright, let's go into Q3 now. Where first thing shout out to Marcus first of all. I think that's the first time that Audi Sport has made it into Q3. Make 10th for the break points. Also shout out to Short, man. Short, like where's he been all season? Where's he been all season? Yeah, what goes P6 in the sprint, then then rocks up and goes P9. Of course, not as good of a quality as sprint, but you know, could be worse. But yeah, can't wait to do our rankings, which we are doing them for this race, by the way. We are starting them back, the or rankings, ratings, whatever. But yeah, typical Q3 Manton taking pole, of course. David was not able to replicate pole. Although even if he got pole, I'm not sure he'd be able to hold it into tomorrow. Ford looks very strong here. Or doesn't look second. Jones are kind of there. Jones looking a little bit weary. Still third quickest, but Mario done eighth. Not a good weekend for Mario either. Like, not a good quality for him. At least it's not out in Q2 this time. But yeah, Lego once again in Q3. No big surprise there for Lego. Lego loves a Q3 this season. And yeah, I think we should have a pretty good race on our hands tomorrow. Of course, we should have Mon hopefully coming through the pack. But yeah, and yeah, this track is pretty good for overtaking. It's pretty good for overtaking. There's like 5 or 4 overtaking spots. So yeah, it should be pretty good for overtaking. And yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. That's basically it. Of course, we'll have the people's best reactions tomorrow, of course. Tomorrow after the race, as usual. But yeah, that's basically it. Any final thoughts, Greg? Yes. I do have final thoughts. That for that Ford is so quick and it's so crazy. Like we're not taking this into a card yet, but like Germany was the only race that anyone other than Ford has won. That has not happened yet. Like that's already a record beaten. We're like in that whole start of the first like that whole first half of the season, only one race was not won by Ford. That is crazy. And I feel only because it rained. I felt like if it rained, I felt like my Manson probably would have still won that race. Yeah, very crazy stat. Anyways, that's basically it for reaction to qualifying. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and stuff. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I think we have a decent race on our hands.